Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. Briefcase, attaché case. This is a cool bag. Now this was part of the French company that made this. The French company was a licensed company that made their products in the US. And this tag right here, I removed this so I can salvage this. This is how you can tell that it is a French company product. Now basically, this manufacturer in the US was, they had a special license from Louis Vuitton Paris to make their items in the States. So this is important for the bag. So what we're going to do with this one, we're going to put a clear plastic and stitch it in there. That way we can salvage this. Now, what we're going to do with this bag is completely disassemble it, okay? Back then when they were making these, they were using cotton thread. So over time, that just kind of, with stress, it falls apart. We're going to completely disassemble it. We're going to make new handles. The center right here, center gusset, bottom on the right and left, and by the zipper here, we're going to replace it with vachetta leather. Vachetta leather basically is a natural, unfinished leather. Now this is the shade that it comes in, okay? It's almost like white. Whenever we have bags that we're restoring or repairing, what we'll do is we'll try to match as close as possible to the original. This is another handle that I'm making. Now with this product, the leather is a dyed leather, okay? Even though this is unfinished dye, this is almost like an acrylic finish to it. Most of the leathers they used, they had this type of finish on there. So it wasn't a natural finished leather. What we're going to do, we're going to tint this leather to give it similar shade like that, and make sure that these pieces in the center add to the bag itself. Also in the corners, I'm thinking about maybe putting like a half of a or a quarter pie shape on all four corners, because the corners are kind of beaten up, and I think that if we reinforce those areas from the inside first and then put those corner pieces on, it'll give it a nice structurally sound bag. And then basically everywhere that there's a stitch, it's going to come apart, and we're going to restitch everything with nylon thread, and we're going to have a pretty much sound briefcase once it gets done. I think this was from the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to try to see if I can get the customer's reaction opening up the box and seeing it. With that everything said, I think once it gets done, this will be a good bag to go. Hopefully it lasts for another 40 years or so. Oh, this was a $1,500 job. I forgot to mention it on the intro. So it's getting there, slowly but surely. I still have to stitch the corners here because this is brown thread, and well, this doesn't need to be yellow, but it would be nice if it was. So that's going to be yellow thread. So it's getting there, as you guys can see. And we're going to stitch the zipper in, stitch the corners, clean her up, condition her, and she is ready to be sent to the customer. All right, welcome back. We are done with another project. I think it looks pretty cool with these corners. All the gussets got replaced. Use the same lining. Lining was good. Pigskin lining was in good shape. Place the zipper. Oh, that plastic, that tag. It's got a plastic cover on it now, so that shouldn't come off at all, unless somebody yanks on it, but I doubt they will. Overall, this turned out pretty good. I think he's going to be very happy with it.
Wow, here it is. Finally got it from Steve, Beato's Leatherworks. This is my Louis Vuitton briefcase that I bought back in 1982. I went to San Francisco for a business trip, and I saw this and I bought it. I think it was 500 bucks. And over the years, I've had it with me wherever I've gone, and guess what? It wore out. And so about 15 months ago, I sent this off to Steve, and then of course COVID hit, but now it's here. And as I promised Steve, I said I would video me opening this thing and seeing how this looks. I'm excited, Steve. So here goes. I'm going to open this this box, and hopefully it's as exciting as I think it will be. I've always been watching your videos, Steve. I love your videos. I love the fact that you can turn something really ugly into something beautiful. All right, let's take a look at this thing. Aha! I've got a letter. Dear Mr. Isidro, I can't tell you how much I enjoyed working on your Louis Vuitton briefcase. I want to thank you for putting your trust in me to work on it. This is not just a job for me, it is my passion. With every job, I try to do the best. I think I have done that with your briefcase. Please look over your bag when you receive it, and do not hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Thank you, Steve. Steve, thank you very much. What a lovely letter. All right, here goes. Kind of like Christmas again. Christmas coming up. Let's see what we have here. I am so excited. Oh my goodness. This is incredible. You guys won't believe how terrible this thing looked when I sent it to Steve. Look at the handles. Gorgeous handles. In the corners, these things were beat up, and it needed work all the way around. It is just beautiful. In fact, Steve, this is so, wow. Can't wait to show this to my wife when she comes home. This is awesome. This is an 1982 Louis Vuitton briefcase. And I've been hanging on to this beautiful briefcase all these years. I really love it. I really love it. In fact, Steve, on Monday, I have to be in court in Pasadena, and I'm going to use this when I go in to court. So thank you very much, Steve. This is just absolutely gorgeous. I love it, and you did a great job. Thank you very, very much. What a great Christmas it's been for me. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.